Hello, friends, and welcome back to Kurt Berglund's Baseball World, where we have the APBA Hall of Fame set King of the Hill action. It's a tournament up to game 53, and they're all on my channel. That's right, 53, and we're not even close to the end. The 1921 to 1940s may be recovering their season. They have become the new Kings of the Hill, and they are hosting the 1901 to 1920 Dead Ballers. However, the winner of this game in the rotation gets to face the Negro League's Hall of Famers, who are exactly one game from ending everything. So, not only does somebody have to win this game, but then they've also got to beat the number one team, the Negro League Hall of Famers, to have any chance of prolonging their seasons. So it's good stuff. I'm glad you're with me. Let's get to today's starting lineups.
Our lineups for today. For the visiting Dead Ballers, the 1901 to 1920 club, Tris Speaker leads off in center field. Nap Ladjui bats second at second base. Sam Crawford bats third in right field. George Sisler bats fourth. He'll play first base. Ed Walsh will bat fifth and play left field. Frank Home Run Baker will bat sixth and play third base. Joe Tinker bats seventh and plays shortstop. And Ray Schock will bat eighth. And Don the Tools of Ignorance on the mound. It's Mordecai Three Finger Brown, and he will bat ninth. He has a rating of an A and C, and he has modifiers of XZ. We have some players out of the lineup. As you know, I rotate, so you can't start more than 3 games in a row, and that's where Ty Cobb, Honus Wagner, some other players here from the Dead Ballers, but the bench is deep. It doesn't really matter too much, I have found, in this tournament. 27-man rosters, and so pretty deep. For the 1921 to 1940 club, Charlie Gehringer leads off at second base. Rogers Hornsby is going to play shortstop today for the first time in the tournament. He will bat second. Babe Ruth bats third. He'll play right field. Jimmy Fox will bat fourth and play first base. Gehrig has the day off, or at least the start off. He can pinch hit later. Bill Dickey will bat fifth and catch. Joe DiMaggio will bat sixth and play center field. Hack Wilson will bat seventh and play left. Pie Traynor will bat eighth and play third. And on the mound, it's D.Dean. He's a B pitcher with a KZ modifier. I apologize in advance for my voice. I know it sounds awful. I don't feel bad, but the voice isn't with me today, so I do apologize for that. And we are ready to go with Tris Speaker stepping in the batter's box. These are our boards. Nice small book. For purely selfish reasons, I'm using the small book, the small boards, so that I can do a video more easily. But the results have been good with this board as well, with these boards. All right, so it's going to be Speaker, Ladjui, and Crawford, the first 3 hitters in the Dead Ballers lineup. Now, the winner of this game plays the Negro Leaguers. If the Negro Leaguers win the next game, and the Negro Leaguers will be the visiting team for whoever wins this game, then the Negro Leaguers will be at 10 wins. And tournament will be over. They will host the 81 of the present National League. So there's a lot. The winner of this game has a big responsibility to keep the tournament going, to try and win, to prolong the tournament. Otherwise, we're going to the World Series if the Negro Leaguers win. All right, so it's Speaker against Dean. The pitch from the Diz. Both these teams are fielding one, by the way. I don't think I said that before. This is a comebacker hit to D.Dean. He's going to turn and throw to Jimmy Fox for out number 1, and we're underway. Dean winds and deals to Ladjui. It's a ground ball hit to Pie Trainer. He's up with it and throws to Jimmy Fox for out number 2 in the first. Sam Crawford. The pitch from Dean is also to Pie Trainer. He's up with it and throws to Fox, and it's a 1-2-3 first inning for the Diz. Bottom of the first coming. Gehringer, Hornsby, and Ruth coming up against Three Finger Brown. The pitch from the Cubs right-hander is popped up. Ray Schock throws away the mask and makes the catch for out number 1. Rogers Hornsby is up. Brown kicks and deals to Hornsby, and struck him out. Got him on a bender. 2 down. Now it's the Babe, the Bambino. Brown kicks and deals. It's a hanger to Ruth. He hasn't hit one for a while, and it's to left center and deep. Pounds off the wall. Speaker runs it down. Ruth around second, heading to third. The throw to home run Baker is not in time, and Ruth gets a 2-out triple in the bottom of the first, and he's at third for Jimmy Fox. Brown's going to go from the windup, and he delivers. Pop-up. Joe Tinker in fair territory is calling and taking for out number 3, so Brown avoids problems. And we go to the second with no score. D.Dean back on the bump for the 2140s. He will face Sisler, Roush, and Home Run Baker, a trio of left-handed batters. The pitch from Diz. Hit to center. On the run is DiMaggio, and he gets there for out number 1. He salutes Maryland, and there's 1 down. Dean winds and delivers, and it's a hanger to Roush. And it's a base hit right back through the box. Roush with a single. He's on, 1 out, 1 on. And the dead ballers have their first base runner. Dean, the stretch, and the delivery to home run Baker is a hanger. And did he get it? Did he get it? It's over first base, past Fox, down into the right field corner. Ruth has to go run it down. Look at Roush running the bases. He is around third. They are waving him, and Roush will score on a double by home run Baker. 1-0 dead ballers. And Joe Tinker comes to the plate. Very possibly this is the last game for one of these two teams, because we're getting close to the end here. So I'm going to be treating it like an all-hands-on-deck kind of a thing. The players that don't start can pinch hit, can appear defensively, but I'm just trying to make sure by doing that I set up a system where I'm trying to force myself to use the whole team. All right, so it's Tinker now against Dean. Dean the stretch and the delivery to Joe Tinker. He's hit to right. Not deep. Ruth under it. Baker will hold it second, and there's 2 down. Now it's Schock. Dean the stretch again. The pitch to Ray is hit on the ground to Pie Trainer. He gloves it, plants, and throws to Jimmy Fox for the out. That finishes the dead ballers. They had a chance for more, but they got 1 on 2 hits. And they left 1. So it's 1-0 as we go to the bottom of the second. Dickey, DiMaggio, and Hack Wilson coming up for the 2140s. The pitch to Bill is a ground ball to Joe Tinker. He's up with it and throws to Sisler for out number 1. Joe DiMaggio. Brown winds and deals. Hey, struck him out on the broccoli cauliflower medley. Yes. 2 gone in the second. Hack Wilson coming up. The delivery is a hanger to Wilson, and it's hit past home run Baker down into the left field corner. Ed Walsh has to go get it. Wilson around first. He will take second on a 2-out double and is in scoring position for Trainer. I could walk him and go after Dean, but they're going to pitch to Trainer instead. Pitch from Brown. Hit in the air by Trainer. Tris Speaker is there in right center field and makes the catch for out number 3. So after 2, it's 1-0 dead ballers. D.Dean will face Mordecai Brown, and then the top of the dead ballers order with Speaker and Lajue in the top of the 3rd. All right, 3-finger Brown against the Diz. Brown swings, and he hits it on the ground to Charlie Gehringer, who throws to Fox for out number 1. Speaker's up. Pitch to Tris is a base hit. Right field, drops in front of Ruth. And now the dead ballers can get their running game going. So Dean the stretch, the pitch to Lajue. There goes Speaker, and the hit and run is on. And I have to get to the right page. It's hit on the ground to Rogers Hornsby at short. He's up with it and throws to Fox for the out as Speaker moves to second base. Sam Crawford at the plate. Speaker's on second now with 2 outs. He carries an important insurance run for the dead ballers. Dean the stretch, and the delivery to Wahoo Sam is a ground ball to Fox at first. He's going to feed Dean covering, and that'll retire the dead ballers in inning number 3. It's 1-0 dead ballers. D.Dean is going to lead off the 3rd, and then it'll be Gehringer and Hornsby, 9-1-2 in the 2140s batting order. Brown kicks and deals. And Dizzy pops it up. Under it is home run Baker on the infield dirt. And there's 1 down. Here's Gehringer, 0 for 1. The pitch to Charlie. Hey, struck him out. That's number 3 for Mordecai 3-finger Brown. And with 2 outs, it'll be Hornsby. Brown kicks and deals. Hornsby hits it to right. Sam Crawford is under it by the foul line and makes the catch for out number 3. So we played 3, and it's 1-0 dead ballers. We got a good one. Both teams need it badly. Sisler, Roush, and Baker, 4, 5, 6 up in the 4th. Dean winds and delivers. Ground ball, Rogers Hornsby. He's up with it and throws to Fox for out number 1. Here's Roush. Singled and scored in the 2nd. The pitch from Dean. He walked him. So now it'll be Baker. Dean the stretch and the delivery to home run Baker. Hey, struck him out. Got him with the gas. Dizzy's first strikeout. And now Tinker with 2 outs and Roush at first. The pitch. Yay, got him again. Dizzy humping up on the fastball. And we're through 3.5, and it's 1-0 dead ballers. Ruth, Fox, and Dickey coming up in the bottom of the 4th. The meat of the 2140s order. Brown's delivery is a foul ball. Somebody from Brown Deer, Wisconsin collected that one. And the next pitch to the Babe is a ground ball to Joe Tinker. He's up with it and throws to Sisler for out number 1. Jimmy Fox is 0 for 1. Brown winds and deals. Ground ball, home run Baker. Gloves it and throws to Sisler for out number 2. Brown's making it look easy, going through the meat of the order. The pitch to Bill Dickey. Hey, struck him out on a bender. Strikeout number 4 for Brown. 7 in a row retired by the Cubs right-hander. We go to the 5th, and it's 1-0 dead ballers. Ray Schock coming up. He's 0 for 1 against D.Dean. The pitch. Ground ball Hornsby, and he throws it in the dirt. Fox can't dig it out. Schock will be safe on the E6. Playing Hornsby a little bit out of position, ended up hurting. That's going to bring up Brown with a chance to sacrifice. And that's just what they're going to send him the sign to do here in inning number 5. So, Dean the stretch, checks Schock, the pitch home. Brown squares to bunt. It's a good one. He bunts it toward Fox. Jimmy gloves it and turns and flips to Gehringer covering first, and that's going to move Schock to second base with 1 out. Now it's Speaker. Tris Speaker, 1 for 2. Dean the stretch, and the delivery to Tris is ball 4. That's going to create action in the bullpen for the 2140s. And let's see who it's going to be to throw. Waite Hoyt will start to throw. The Yankee right-hander, and he'll be joined by the Yankee left-hander, Lefty Gomez. So a pair of Yankees throwing in the bullpen behind D.Dean. At the plate, Ladjui with Schock at second and Speaker at first. Dean the stretch and the delivery. Is popped up. Calling it is Charlie Gehringer, just barely on the outfield grass, and he will take the infield fly for out number 2. Now it's Crawford. Dean is 1 pitch away from getting out of the mess. The pitch from the Diz. Ground ball, Hornsby. He's going to go the short way to Gehringer, and that will retire the side. So Dean gets into and then out of trouble caused by his defense. We go to the bottom of the 5th. We're halfway through, and it's 1-0 dead ballers. Got a good one. DiMaggio, Wilson, and Trainer 6, 7, 8 in the 2140s lineup in the bottom of the 5th. Mordecai Brown winds and delivers. Popped up. Ray Schock throws away the mask and makes the catch for out number 1. Hack Wilson doubled in the second, but did not score. Brown winds and deals. Hack lifts it to left. Toward the line is Roush, and he will make the catch for out number 2. Now it's Trainer with Dizzy Dean in the on-deck circle. The pitch to Pye. Hey, struck him out. Got him with the gas. That's number 5 for Mordecai. And we go to the 6th with your score. Dead ballers 1. 21-40s nothing. And it's Sisler, Roush, and Baker coming up against Dean. The same trio that started the 2nd and the 4th inning. Sam Crawford keeps making the 3rd out of innings. The pitch from Diz. Base hit for Sisler. Left field, he goes the other way. He's on. Diz, the stretch. The bullpen gets up again. Hoyt and Gomez for the 21-40s. Roush at the plate. Diz first pitch. Roush takes a strike. There goes Sisler. The throw from Dickey down to Rogers Hornsby is not in time, and Sisler steals second base. All right, so Roush is behind in the count 0-1. Sisler at second. Nobody out. We're in the top of the 6th. All right, next delivery to Ed Roush from Dizzy Dean. He squares to bunt. He gets it down. It's bunted back to Dizzy Dean. He looks at third. He's got no play. He throws to Gehringer at first for the out. Roush gets the sacrifice accomplished. George Sisler goes to third. I've been playing so much 1950 Whiz Kids baseball, I almost called George Sisler by his son's name, Dick. But he's not Dick. He's George. All right, so it's Baker, 1 for 2. Infield for the 21-40s is going to move in. We're in the top of the 6th. They trail by a run. The pitch to Baker. Hit to right. Medium depth. Ruth under it. He's going to make the catch. Sisler tags. Heading to home. The throw from Ruth to Dickey is not in time. A sacrifice fly for home run Baker, and it's 2-0 dead ballers. Nobody aboard now. 2 outs in the top of the 6th. Home run Baker has both of the dead ballers' RBIs in this game. 1 on a 2nd inning double, and now on a 6th inning sacrifice fly. Here's Joe Tinker. Tinker 0 for 2. The pitch from the Diz. Ground ball, Gehringer. He's up with it and throws to Fox to finish out the 6th. So some small ball gets a run for the dead ballers. They now lead 2-0 as we go to the bottom of the 6th. But the power of the 21-40s lineup looms. And so anything's possible here. It's going to be Dizzy Dean, Gehringer, and Hornsby, 9-1-2 in the bottom of the 6th. But we're going to get a pinch hitter for Dizzy Dean coming out of the dugout because there's no sign of the Diz. And so who's it going to be? It's going to be Archie Vaughn to try and get something started against Three Finger Brown. Vaughn will pinch hit for Dean, and then Hoyt and Gomez are still throwing in the bullpen, so one of those two will be the next pitcher for the 21-40s. All right, with Gehringer on deck, here's Archie Vaughn. Hit on the ground to Nap Ladjoy. He's up with it and throws to Sisler for out number 1 in the bottom of the 6th. Here's Gehringer. Charlie 0 for 2. The pitch from Brown. Popped him up. Home run Baker on the infield dirt. Calls for it and takes it for out number 2. And Hornsby was 0 for 2. Brown winds and delivers. It's a ground ball from Hornsby to Joe Tinker. He's up with it and throws to George Sisler for the out. And it's a 1-2-3-6. In fact, Mordecai Brown has retired 13 in a row as he cuts through the 2140s lineup. So we have a new pitcher coming to replace Dean. Let's tell you about Dean's numbers today. He went 6 innings. He allowed 4 hits. He walked just 1 batter, and he struck out a pair. He is in line for the loss. The new pitcher is Yankee right-hander Waite Hoyt, and he will bat in the number 9 spot. And he will face Schock, Brown, and then the top of the order with Tris Speaker in inning number 7 for the Deadballers. The pitch to Ray is ball 4. That's not how they wanted to start that. So Schock trots down to first, and that'll bring up Brown. So everybody knows what Brown's going to attempt to do. Schock at first base. Hoyt the stretch, the delivery to three-finger Brown. He squares to bunt. And he gets it down one more time. This time to Fox. He turns and flips to Gehringer, and that moves Schock to second base. Did the same thing back in the 5th inning, but Schock was stranded. Speaker is up now with a chance to drive home the 3rd dead ball run. Could go to Gomez here. Gonna start more action in the 2140s bullpen. Red Ruffing joins lefty Gomez. Hoyt, the stretch. What am I? All right, here we go. Slide him so you can actually see the scorecard. The pitch to Speaker. Ground ball, Rogers Hornsby. He's going to check Schock at second and throw to Fox for the out at first. 2 gone in the top of the 7th, and now it's Lajoie. 0 for 3 today. Hoyt the stretch, the delivery to Knapp. Excuse me, ground ball, Fox. He's going to feed Hoyt covering, and that will retire the side in the 7th. It's time to stretch him out. Dead ballers 2, 2140s nothing. Bottom of the 7th, it's Ruth, Fox, and Dickey coming up. 3, 4, 5 hitters. They're a combined 1 for 6. Brown winds and delivers to Babe Ruth. He pops it up. Home run Baker on the infield grass. Makes the catch for out number 1. Fox coming up. 0 for 2. Brown winds and delivers. Base hit for Fox to right field. That breaks Three-Finger Brown's string of 14 in a row retired. And brings up Bill Dickey as the tying run in the ball game. DiMaggio is on deck. Brown the stretch, the delivery to Dickey is to right and deep. Back goes Crawford, and gone. A 2-run bomb by the Yankee catcher has tied the game at 2-2. Well, isn't that an interesting turn of developments? So now the Deadballers are going to get the bullpen going. It's going to be Big Ed Walsh and Rube Waddell, lefty-righty double-barreled action. in their bullpen. DiMaggio comes up, blows Marilyn a kiss, and waves for some nachos to be sent to her and Mrs. Gehrig in the stands. The pitch to Joltin' Joe, hey, struck him out, and now he's waving off the nachos. So he's a little bit cranky. He doesn't want Maryland to have any nachos, but he's indicating that Mrs. Gehrig can still have some nachos. So apparently Mrs. Gehrig gets the nachos and Maryland does not. And now he's blowing Mrs. Gehrig a kiss. So I don't know what's going on there. And Lou's getting a little upset in the dugout. So we got a lot going on the field and off. But it's Hack Wilson coming to the plate. He's the lead run, or potential lead run. Brown winds and deals, and it's to center and deep for Wilson. Wilson! Back goes Speaker. The park will never hold it. It's gone. A 3-2 lead for the 2140s. Yikes. Lightning hits in the bottom of the 7th. Brown's got to stop the bleeding. The pitch to Pie Traynor with 2 outs. Ground ball hit to Lajoie. He throws in the dirt and Sisler can't dig it out. It's an error on Lajoie and Traynor's safe at first. Hoyt is due and he will not bat. I don't think. Dazzy Vance. No, they got Gomez and Ruffing. They don't need Dazzy Vance. So Gomez and Ruffing get back up to throw in the bullpen. It's going to be Lou Gehrig to pinch hit for Hoyt. So Gehrig gets his mind off his wife and her nachos and grabs a bat, comes to home plate. At first, his Traynor, there's 2 outs. We're in the bottom of the 7th. The 2140s are leading 3-2. Brown the stretch and the delivery to Lou. Hit to right and deep. Back goes Crawford. Warning track, wall, and makes the catch for out number 3. One more nacho and Lou might have hit it out of here, but as it is, the 2140s get 3 on 3 hits and take a 3-2 lead. So, let's see what substitutions we've got coming now. Crawford, Sisler, and Roush, a trio of left-handed batters. And so it's going to be lefty Gomez. Ruffing continues to throw in the bullpen. Lefty Gomez is the only lefty in the bullpen for the 2140s. Joining Ruffing in the bullpen now will be Dazzy Vance. And they are a pair of righties. Crawford is 0 for 3. We're in the top of the 8th. It's 2140s 3, dead ballers 2. Gomez kicks and deals. He walks Crawford. Well, that's not what you want to do. He'll face Sisler now. They could do a lot of things here. Gomez, the stretch, and the delivery to George Sisler. There goes Crawford. It's the hit and run. The throwdown from Dickey to Hornsby is not in time. Crawford steals second. Sisler took a strike. First base is now open. Crawford at second base. Nobody out in the top of the 8th. Another classic game in this tournament. Unbelievable. The pitch from Gomez to Sisler. Line drive, caught by Hornsby. He flips to Gehringer, and double play. A line drive, double play. Rally-killing, soul-crushing double play. And there's 2 gone in the 8th. Roush is due, and we're going to see a pinch hitter. It's going to be Wagner. Honus Wagner is going to pinch hit for Roush. All right. And that's going to get a relief pitcher for the 2140s. They're going to bring in Red Ruffing. Gomez was in the 9 spot in the order. Now Ruffing will be in the 9 spot. Ruffing, a right-handed pitcher, and he will face the right-handed hitting Wagner. With nobody on and 2 outs in the 8th. Pitch to Honus. Is a base hit just over Hornsby's glove into left field. So Wagner's on with the tying run. Here's Baker. No left-handers left in the bullpen, so it's just Dazzy Vance down there. They're going to stick with Ruffing. Baker has all the RBIs for the dead ballers. Ruffing the stretch. The pitch to Baker is a hanger. Did he get it? And it's going to be extra bases. Over first base, it's going to rattle around in the corner. The Babe has to go get it. Look at Wagner run. He's around third. They're waving him. The throw from Gehringer to Dickey is not in time. Wagner slides in with the tying run. It's an RBI double for home run Baker. He's got all 3 ribbies on the day. Yikes. 3-3 ball game in the top of the 8th. Another classic in this King of the Hill tournament. All right. So now it's Joe Tinker who's got an 0 for 3 working. And they're going to hit for him. Going to be Harry Hooper. Excuse my voice. I am very sorry. Hooper pinch hitting for Tinker. And Ty Cobb has moved into the on-deck circle. First base is open. But you can't walk Hooper to get to Cobb. And out of the dugout, I don't know, do they want to do this? Hooper's a left-handed batter, no lefties left, but they could go to their closer. John McGraw is out of the dugout. He is going to, oh, no, I'm sorry. Joe McCarthy is out of the dugout. And he wants Dazzy Vance. So it's going to be Vance for Ruffing, and Vance will bat 9th. As the 2140s are desperately trying to get out of the 8th. There's 2 outs. Baker's at second, and Harry Hooper is the pinch hitter. Now, Dazzy Vance is a B pitcher with KXZ modifiers. Hooper at the plate. Cobb on deck for Shock. The pitch to Hooper is indeed ball 4. Hooper trots down to first. And here comes Cobb to bat for Shock. Well, now, Three-Finger Brown stands in the on-deck circle. They could walk Cobb. First base is not open. That would load the bases for somebody. One of these 5 players would pinch hit for Brown. Eddie Collins, Roger Bresnahan, Jimmy Collins, Fred Clark, or Elmer Flick. One of these 5 would get the job of trying to drive in the run. Cobb has been announced hitting for Shock. We're in the top of the 8th. The score is tied. 3-3. I guess they'll pitch to Cobb. See what happens. Vance, the stretch, checks the base runners. Home run Baker on second. Harry Hooper on first. 2 men out. The pitch from Vance to Cobb is ball 2. Okay, Vance, the stretch, the pitch to Cobb is ball 4. He walked him. The bases are loaded. So an unintentional, intentional walk, perhaps. And out of the dugout will come the pinch hitter. It's going to be Eddie Collins. Hall of Fame second baseman for the White Sox, and there was another team too, but I forget which team. I think the Philadelphia Athletics, if I'm not mistaken, later on in his career, in the 20s maybe. I don't know. So Eddie Collins, not Jimmy, is at the plate. Baker's at third. Hooper's at second. Cobb is at first. The bases are dripping. There are 2 outs. Vance trying to get out of the mess. The pitch to Collins. Base hit. Just over Pie Trainer's head. That will deliver Baker. It's 4-3. It's going to deliver Hooper. It's 5-3. Cobb will go to third. And it is now 5-3 dead ballers. Dazzy Vance allows a 2-run single to Eddie Collins. So there's dead ballers at the corners now, and Speaker coming to the plate. So McCarthy gets Ted Lyons and Jesse Haynes going in his bullpen. And Speaker comes to the plate. He takes strike 1. There goes Collins on the steal. The throw from Dickey down to Hornsby is not in time. Collins steals second base. So they're at second and third now with 2 outs. Vance trying to get Speaker. The stretch. The delivery to Tris Speaker is hit to center. Joe DiMaggio comes in a few steps and makes the catch for out number 3. But the 2140s bullpen proves to be loaded with arsonists. After 7.5, we've got a 5-3 dead ball lead. Now we're going to do some clever lineup shifting. Honus Wagner will be the new shortstop in the bottom of the 8th. Hooper will go to left field. Cobb will go to center field. Collins will go to second. No, he won't. Collins is going to come out of the game. Roger Bresnahan will be the new catcher. He's going to bat leadoff. Speaker is out. And the new pitcher will bat in the number 9 spot, and that's going to be who? That will be Rube Waddell. He's the left-handed short man in the Dead Ballers bullpen. So we need Bresnahan to catch. All right. M.Brown is out. All right. So Rube Waddell is an A pitcher with a KX modifier. I'm going to tell you about Brown's game. He pitched well, 7 innings. He allowed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits. He walked none. He struck out 6. He allowed 2 runs. They're both 3 runs, 3 runs. They're all earned. And he stands to win. It's a 5-3 dead ball lead. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Top of the order coming up for the 2140s against the left-hander Waddell. On the bench for the 2140s is Hank Greenberg, Mickey Cochran, Mel Ott, Al Simmons, Luke Appling, and Gabby Hartnett. So we're going to see a pinch hitter for Gehringer, and it's going to be Luke Appling. Appling for Gehringer. Hornsby is on deck. Waddell winds and deals to Appling. Pops him up. Home run Baker has done everything else, and he'll make the catch for out number 1. Waddell to Hornsby. The delivery. Hey, struck him out. Rube Waddell humps up on the fastball. There's 2 gone, and now Ruth. 1 for 3. Waddell winds and delivers. Hey, struck him out. It's a 1, 2, 3, 8th inning. Well, that was quick. So defensively, Appling will go in to play shortstop in the top of the 9th. Rogers Hornsby will shift over to the more familiar second base, and we go to the 9th. The new pitcher will be Ted Lyons, the White Sox right-hander, for the 2140s. Here we go. So Dazzy Vance is done after a third of an inning with a pair of walks and a hit allowed and a run. All right, so now Lajoie, Crawford, and Sisler, 2, 3, 4 in the Dead Ballers lineup. The pitch to Knapp. Hit on the ground, it's a comebacker to Lyons. He turns and throws to Fox for out number 1. Sam Crawford is up 0 for 4. The pitch from Lyons. Hey, struck him out. 2 gone in the 9th. Now it's Sisler. The pitch to George. Popped him up. Bill Dickey throws away the mask and makes the catch for out number 3. We're going to the bottom of the 9th. Put up or shut up time for the 2140s. Rube Waddell is back out. Ed Walsh is ready in the bullpen. He will face Fox, Dickey, and DiMaggio. Fox is 1 for 3. Waddell's pitch. Hey, struck him out 3 in a row. Struck out by Waddell. Pumps his fist. Dickey's being called back, or is he just going to get instructions from McCarthy? Let's see. McCarthy's looking at his lineup card. And it's going to be Al Simmons to hit for Dickey. From Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Al Simmons will pinch hit here in the 9th with 1 out against Waddell. Rube winds and deals to the Philadelphia Athletics center fielder, right fielder, left fielder, whatever they needed. Base hit to right field for Simmons. He is on, and that's going to bring up the tying run in Joe DiMaggio, and out of the dugout comes John McGraw. He wants Big Ed Walsh, and that's who he's going to get. So Walsh will bat 9th and take over the mound duties. Walsh, of course, of the White Sox. And DiMaggio 0 for 3 today. Hack Wilson is in the on-deck circle. 1 out, 1 on for the 2140s. The 2140s are going to play it safe on the bases. Walsh the stretch, the delivery to Jolton Joe is ball 2. The next pitch, he pops up. Roger Bresnahan throws away the mask and makes the catch for out number 2. Hack Wilson, who has had so many dramatic moments, gets another one in this tournament. He is the tying run at the plate. He's also the last chance saloon for the 2140s. 2 for 3. Walsh the stretch, and the delivery to center and deep. Hack Wilson did it again. Back goes Cobb, and it's gone. A 5-5 game. Hack Wilson with a 2-run bomb off of Big Ed Walsh. And we have a tie game with 2 outs in the bottom of the 9th. They're mobbing Hack Wilson at home plate. Yikes. The drama just continues. Pie Trainer is being called back to the dugout now. Mel Ott is coming out of the dugout. He is going to bat for Trainer. On deck is Ted Lyons. Big Ed Walsh, hands on hips as Wilson goes around the bases. It's a 5-5 game in the bottom of the 9th. Walsh winds and deals to Ott, and there's ball 4. He walks him. All right, Mel Ott is the winning run. Lyons will be hit for. And in the bullpen, who's in the bullpen? Haynes is in the bullpen. That's Jesse Haynes will be the new pitcher if there is a 10th inning. Coming out of the dugout to bat for Lions is Hank Greenberg. The Detroit Tigers slugger. So Ott is at first. There's 2 outs in the bottom of the 9th. Walsh struggling on the mound. He just gave up a 2-run bomb to Hack Wilson. Walsh the stretch and the delivery to Greenberg is ball 2. The pitch from Walsh to Greenberg. Hey, struck him out, and we're going to have an extra inning ball game today. A 2-run 9th for the 2140s. We're knotted at 5. So we're going to go to the 10th inning. And first we have to do our accounting. So we need a new catcher. And that's going to be Gabby Hartnett, and he will bat in the 5 spot. Greenberg is out of the game. Ott will go play third base. Which he occasionally did for manager Bill Terry. And the new pitcher will bat in the 9 spot. It's Jesse Haynes. Jesse Haynes was a Dodger and a Cardinal and a bunch of other stuff. And he's going to take over on the mound. Both teams running out of position players. Jesse Haynes is a B pitcher with a YZ modifier. And he's going to take over in the 10th. Ted Lyons is done after 1 inning. Haynes will face Wagner, Baker, and Hooper in the top of the 10th. We're all knotted at 5. The winner goes on to play the Negro Leaguers in our next game, which will be a thankless task, I assure you. The Negro Leaguers are now in first. And the pitcher that the Negro Leaguers will be throwing at the winner of this game is Bullet Rogan, one of their best. And he can hit. So it's kind of a double whammy. But he is next in line in the rotation for the Negro Leaguers. All right. But before we get to that, we have the top of the 10th to deal with, and it's Honus Wagner leading off against Jesse Haynes. Haynes winds and deals. Base hit to left for Wagner. Hack Wilson grabs it and throws it back in, and Wagner's aboard. Now it's Baker. Haynes the stretch. The delivery. Baker takes a strike. There goes Wagner. The throwdown from Hartnett to Appling is not in time. Wagner steals second. Baker with 3 ribbies on the day. The pitch to him from Haynes is a hanger. Bad time to do that. Gonna be down in left center field. DiMaggio's got to run it down. Gets to the wall. Around third is Wagner. He scores. Hits 6-5 dead ballers with another RBI for Frank Home Run Baker. Later, he's going to drive the whole team back to the hotel. Hooper is up now, and the damage can continue. Cobb is on deck. Hooper pinch hit in the 8th and drew a walk and scored a run. The pitch from Haynes. Ground ball, Luke Appling. He holds Baker at second and makes the play to Fox at first for the first out of the inning. Now it's Cobb. They're going to walk Cobb. They want no part of him. An intentional walk. Cobb gives Joe McCarthy the finger as he trots down to first, and it's time for Big Ed Walsh. And there's going to be a pinch hitter for Walsh. That's going to do it for Big Ed, who didn't exactly come up big in the bottom of the ninth when he hung one to Hack Wilson. Grover Cleveland Alexander throwing in the dead ballers bullpen. And Elmer Flick is going to pinch hit for Walsh. Bresnahan is on deck. So Flick, a left-handed batter against Haynes. At second base is Baker. At first base is Cobb. There's one man out. We're in the 10th. It's 6-5 dead ballers. Haynes the stretch and the delivery. Ground ball third, knocked down by Mellott. He picks it up. He fires to Fox, and they get Flick by a step. Base runners move up. Baker goes to third. Cobb goes to second. Cobb still flipping off Joe McCarthy in the dugout of the 2140s. Roger Bresnahan with his first at bat. The pitch from Haynes. Popped up. Behind first base, Rogers Hornsby is going to make the catch for out number 3. The dead ballers strand 2, but they get the leading lady across. A run on 2 hits. They strand 2. We go to the bottom of the 10th. The dead ballers lead 6-5. Grover Cleveland Alexander will bat in the 9 spot and take over the pitching duties. He will be working for the save that Ed Walsh blew in the bottom of the 9th. All right, so scheduled are Appling, Hornsby, and Ruth. There's one man, one position player left on the bench for the 2140s, and it's Mickey Cochran. Appling, Hornsby, and Ruth. Grover Cleveland Alexander is an AC pitcher with an XZ set of modifiers. He is on to try and save it and get the dead ballers to be the new kings of the hill. We're in the bottom of the 10th. Alexander winds and deals to Luke Appling, who's 0 for 1 in the game so far. The pitch to him. Hey, struck him out swinging on a bender. One gone in the bottom of the 10th. Here's Hornsby, 0 for 4. Alexander winds and deals. Hornsby hits it to left center. On the run is Harry Hooper, and he runs it down for out number 2. That means Babe Ruth is going to be the last chance saloon for the 2140s. Can this get any more dramatic? Yikes. On deck is Fox. All right. Alexander against Ruth. Alexander winds and deals to the Bambino. Hit to center and deep. Cobb on his horse. Warning track makes the catch, and the dead ballers win it 6-5. Yikes. What a ball game. One of the best in the tournament, and it's game 53. All right. Totals. for the victorious Dead Ballers and the new Kings of the Hill. 6 runs on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hits. And they committed 1 error. The 2140s, 5 runs on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hits. And they committed 1 error. It was the walks that killed them. They walked 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 unintentionally and 1 more intentionally. All right, the winning pitcher is Ed Walsh. The save goes to Grover Cleveland Alexander. The loss goes to Jesse Haynes. And let's look at the standings before we depart today. All right, so the 1901 to 1920 Dead Ballers move up into a tie for 3rd place. They are the new Kings of the Hill. The 2140s drop to 6 and 7. They remain in a tie for 4th with the 6180s. I don't think they're going to get to play again. Could be wrong. I've been wrong before, but I don't think it's going to happen. The next 2 teams in the sequence, the 1901 to 1920 Dead Ballers, are going to host the Negro Leaguers in our next game. If they win that, they would be at 8 wins. And they would play the Not Yet Hall of Famers in the following game. And then go back up to the top and play the American League and then the National League. Someone's going to get to 10 wins here, I think, before the 2140s turn comes back around. Could be wrong. Don't think so. The opposing pitchers in our next game will be Addie Joss for the Dead Ballers. He's an AC pitcher with a YZ modifier against Bullet Rogan, who's a BXZ pitcher for the Negro Leaguers. Probably the game of the tournament coming up here, because if the Negro Leaguers win, they get to 10 wins, and the World Series will be the 81 to the present National Leaguers against them. However, if the Dead Ballers keep winning, and they're certainly capable of it with the pitching they've got, they could make a run here. So it's very close to the end. Can't really miss any action. This was an amazing game, one of the best of the tournament, a 6-5 winner for the Dead Ballers. Basically, I think, knocking out the 2140s. All right, thanks for being with me. Stay tuned for lots more King of the Hill tournament action. Hope you have a wonderful day. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter, @KurtBerglund14. Have a great day. So long, everybody.